Hey y'all, it's Yin. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be a general reading for Sagittarius, okay? I read the energy of the zodiac sign. So feel free to look at your birth chart, see what is influencing you the most. Your sun, moon, rising, Venus, north node, all that. But keep in mind that you are feel free to watch any video of any zodiac energy because we have the ability to tap into all 12 of the signs. So watch what resonates with you the most. Okay, this is just a general reading for Sagittarius. Right now we are in the sun energy of Cancer. And that's a watery, feminine, emotional sign. So keep that in mind when thinking of what planets influence your chart. All right, my Sagittariuses. What's the present energy for the Sagittarius zodiac? Sagittarius. Okay, we have the Magician. All right. That is manifestation mode. That's being able to tap into all 12 elements, or all 4 of the elements: water, earth, air, fire, and utilize them in order to manifest. So that seems to be the present focus for Sagittarius right now. What's challenging that energy? Okay, 9 of Wands. Almost there, standing your ground, wounded warrior, going through a lot, been through a lot, wondering when it's over, still standing your ground in your strength, in your truth to continue on your journey. All right, so something you're trying to manifest, and I see a little bit of discouragement happening. Some of you guys might be just really discouraged about whatever you are trying to manifest here, and that very discouragement, it's kind of like when you're trying to work out or go for a jog or do anything that causes a lot of excessive energy and you start to get tired even though you're almost there. That's the feeling it's giving me here. Okay, well, you're almost there. So what's in your environment? The Lovers. Okay, for a lot of you guys, this is about love. It could be romantic. It could be family or friends, someone or a set of people that you really care about, and needing to make a choice in that, because this is my love card, but it's also having to make a choice in love. Some of you guys, if this is romantic, some of you guys may have manifested through your own kind of lifestyle and who you are identity wise, may have manifested 2 different kinds of people or situations that you really care for. Maybe you have 2 jobs to consider. Maybe you have 2 people to consider, and you need to be able to make a choice in that. But that's what I'm going off from the top right now. I will be clarifying as I go with a different deck. Okay, what's crowning the thoughts of the score? Ooh, that flew way over there. All right, King of Cups, being able to be mature in one's energy. This could be a male water sign that you're concerned with. It could be anybody who's mastered their own emotions. Maybe you're trying to master yours. But whoever this is, especially if you guys are going through having to pick between 2 people, this is probably someone who's definitely more heavy on the mind. If that might not be the case, some of you guys are like, I'm not talking to 2 people. You might be with one person and thinking about the other. I don't think it's like a love situation. I think it's giving me very identity, where 2 different people represent 2 different kinds of you. Let's keep going, because this is giving me more about who you are. Like, who is Sagittarius? What do I want to manifest? And your love life is reflecting of that kind of challenge that you're having and kind of being tired of it. Where'd you just come from? Where did Sagittarius just come from? The 8 of Wands. Travel, lots of communication. You might have, if there is 2 people happening, sorry if I'm alienating any of my Sagittariuses, where you don't have to worry about 2 people, but I'm getting that strongly, so this is just gonna have to be for the Sagittariuses for that, unless I get a different type of message here. But what I'm getting here through this 8 of Wands is really passionate communication, or at least the thoughts of passionate communication. But a lot of y'all must have had communication. It might have been with this king here, this King of Cups. Some of you guys might have talked to somebody who was from your past. Somebody who's more reflective of your past. And you know how they say we are not our past? This is giving me very, but aren't I a little bit a part of my past? But I'm also trying to be this new person that is essentially reflecting my future, you know? And there has been communication of that. Where are we going toward with Sagittarius energy? 3 of Cups. Let me get one more. Oh, that's too many. Come on, let's start. Okay, Knight of Cups. This is definitely a romantic offer or message. 6 of Wands. Somebody recognizes you. Somebody here has recognized you for who you are. And it's giving me 3's a crowd. It's giving me, I don't know if this is like a third party situation, like a love triangle. It's for some of y'all, it could be. For some of y'all, it's whoever this third party is. This could be a friend, like if you're in a relationship or you already have a best friend, and then like an old best friend came that reflected your old self, you know, and they recognize that part of you, you know. I feel like there's 2 different people here who see 2 different parts of you here, because this is recognition, being recognized, recognizing yourself. You see how she's standing like in the crowd, and they are recognizing her. You know what I mean? It's a celebration. And with this Lovers here, it's giving me you're kind of split between both of those kind of identities. A past identity and the identity that you are in / trying to manifest with. Oh boy. Okay. We're definitely going to get more information, and it's very general right now, but I'll get into the details because I'm really more curious about why is this a wounded warrior kind of situation going on? Like, I've been through so much. For some of y'all, you've been through a lot in your past. May have been through a lot because you connected with this third party. This third person who's kind of on your mind right now, in your thoughts. For some of y'all, this person who's on your thoughts, whoever this King of Cups is, they are reflected of your present and what you're trying to build into the future. But there is a person very literally in your life talking to you, or the idea of them or the memories of them that kind of has you, I think, stuck a little bit. Not stuck, but, you know, just mentally on them. My 8 of Swords did pop up. I don't know if you saw that, but it was amongst too many cards. So it's giving me a little bit of, it has your mental. Sorry for the glare. What's hiding from Sagittarius? What's hiding from my lovely Sagittarius? The Star, hopes and wishes and dreams. Let's get one more on that. Why would that be hiding? Oh, and the 7 of Swords. That is lies, deceit. We got hard work on the bottom of the deck. Some of you guys think you want something that you don't. You think it's a part of this higher divine or bigger picture. Okay, I really want this. I need to have this. And that's not necessarily the truth here. Okay? You might have been hard at work on trying to kind of get rid of that ideal, like, I don't need this. I don't need these kind of people in my life. I don't need to be doing this. I don't need to talk like this. I don't need to make these kind of actions. You know, you might have been trying to do that, but then there's that fiery side that's up under you, you see? With that Queen of Wands, there's that fiery side that just feels like it might need something that has a lot to do with your true north and your truest heart's desire. Then you realize that's not necessarily the case. There's a lot more information behind there. I can't wait to clarify that. Let's get the strength of Sagittarius. Okay, we got 2 already. Your strength is the King of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles, this could be a male earth sign. But it doesn't have to be. This is truly just the mastery of being able to secure grounded abundance, value, money, whatever. Your strength is, this could be you. This could be also this King of Cups, who's also this for you. This could be, honestly, this is feeling more like this is you. Like, if you are in a family dynamic, you are the strength of that. You might be the financial cornerstone of that. You might be able to hold the family down here, because this is the fulfillment of security and abundance, not only within yourself, but those that you love around you, particularly family, friends, whoever. And I do feel like you are, for some of you guys, I heard you think that you think someone is the support. They support you, and you're actually that support system. You're actually the backbone to that support system. That is actually your strength. So if any of you guys out there are feeling very dependent, even if you're feeling if you're feeling dependent on an individual, that might be more so emotional or even mental, with my 7 of Swords here, because swords is the mind, which is air. When really the true security, the tangible security that we have on this earth, whether it's money or anything of that nature, you actually hold that. You do. Okay. What is the guidance? The spiritual guidance for Sagittarius. The 5 of Pentacles and the Empress. Okay. I got my overthinking card down here. And I just saw 11:11 on the time. On my personal time. Some of you guys could be mothers and don't feel very motherly, or feel like you're lacking in the mother department. Like, I wish I was like this. I wish I had that. If I was more like this, if I had this, if I had that, I'd be a better mother. I would be able to create more. And whoever is involved in your life, I feel like, especially if there's a third party situation and there's 2 individuals, one might be enabling this feeling of lack, and one might be trying to encourage you that you are this, you have this, or be trying to match you and build that up together. Because this is like my poor man's card, thinking in a poor mentality, acting in the poor mentality. Here's the thing, she can't get into the door, but there's the key right there. And that's your spiritual guidance, is to pick your head up and get off that ground and pick up that key. For some of you guys, there is someone in your life that is a reflection of a key somehow. And it's not to depend on them. It's just because if somebody is holding something that, if somebody has, or a certain kind of energy where they seem to be something that you're lacking, it's to learn from them, not to depend on them, not to wish you had them more in your life particularly. They shouldn't be putting you in a state of confusion or lack. They shouldn't be reminding you that you lack. There's more there in that spiritual guidance. It's just, I think the focus here is, it could be motherhood for a lot of you. I think it's the femininity. So even if you're a male watching this, it has femininity is being able to be receptive of others and be receptive to your own feelings. And I feel like some of you guys are lacking in that. I think because maybe in the past you might have been too emotional, or maybe more emotionally unstable. So the idea of being emotionally stable, which by the way is also the King of Cups, mastering that is your focus. Yeah, some of you guys for sure, definitely could be a male for a lot of you guys. I'm feeling it strongly. They have a little bit more of emotional maturity about themselves, and they're in your life essentially teaching you how to master that. And there's another person in some of y'all lives that are reflecting more so of the parts of you that you already are, that passionate, maybe a little unstable, but all these things about you that is really beautiful about you. It's just, of course, we can't be in one extreme. It has to be a balance, right? What's the most probable outcome here? The Hermit, introspection. Some of you guys, it's time to do some shadow work and go into the deep, deep darkness, the deepest closet of your subconscious, of your mind, where you might have hidden some things you don't like about yourself, because that place, that dark place, is the time where that light inside of you is going to shine the brightest, and you're going to be able to see the direction that you're going. You're going to have a lot more clarity, but it's going to require some introspection. Let me get one more for the most probable outcome. 8 of Swords. Okay, so and death and rebirth. That's what I was just going to say. Oh my God. So the most probable outcome is I see you guys being a little bit more reserved, retreating in your head a lot. I do see that it's the most probable outcome. So keep in mind, it might not happen for you. It might, you know what I mean? You have free will, and there is the law of the universe, of course, in the direction it pulls you. But this is the most probable outcome right now, is you kind of, I see some of you guys going to a little bit of a depressive mode. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's because you're so caught up and frustrated about certain parts of yourself, and when it comes to identity. I know I was getting this a lot with other Sagittarius readings. Sagittarius is about freedom, being able to express themselves and friendships and everything like that. But what do we all desire, whether we are a Sagittarius or not? We desire security. So then you get security, and then you feel like you're tied down, and it just feels like you're going back and forth in that. And I see that back and forth being so overwhelming that I see a little bit of introversion happening. I see a little bit of secluding. I see a little bit of, I feel stuck in my head. You're not stuck. You're not stuck, but you are mentally stuck on something that you have to relieve yourself from. And I do think it has a lot to do with how you're relating your identity and your femininity. Mind you, this is whether you are a female or not. Femininity doesn't mean female. It means being able to be receptive, your emotions, your ability to create, what you create with, where are you pulling from. Mind you, the subconscious, that's where a lot of our stuff is, where we pull from to create. So normally what happens with us, especially being aligned with the universe, is that we're going to go into that subconscious, which is the depths of feminine energy, because that's where we pull from in order to create and give birth to anything that we're trying to manifest, which clearly you're trying to do here. Some of you guys might be trying to have a baby for real. Some of you guys don't want a baby, but like your spirit is like, I want a baby. But for some of you guys, your head wants a baby, but your spirit is like, no, I'm not ready. For some of you guys, your spirit wants a baby and your mind is overthinking, and it's like, no. You got to determine what that is. But there's definitely going to be a transformation with this death and rebirth card. Let's clarify. Let's clarify and see what you're trying to manifest here with the Magician. What is Sagittarius trying to manifest? I got my King of Wands, and I got my recognition card, success. So you definitely want to be, look, and it's the creator. You definitely want to create something and be successful at it. I mean, I feel like that's a given, but that's the clarifiers it gave me. This is all fire as well. I feel like you guys want to master your fire energy as well. That passion, that spark that comes into create. So that's what you're trying to manifest. So that could be a new kind of job, a new kind of career. It could be a baby. I'm feeling baby for a lot of you guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm feeling baby. But the reason why I'm feeling baby is a lot of it could have to do with you just trying to bring something into fruition. So that might have a lot to do with it. Okay. Let's set these aside, make this board a little clearer. I try to be more organized, and then I just end up being all over the place. Alright, so we're going to see now what's crossing you, because I've been very curious. I feel like this is just really overwhelmed, trying to stand your ground in what you want. But, like I said, that other part of you is getting a little weary. So let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. Why is the Nine of Wands out here? Nothingness in reverse. Let's get one more, please. An outsider. Yeah, and then the dream, which is this connection. This is definitely a person for a lot of you guys. So nothingness, it tells me a lack of identity. And that's in reverse. And I'm really feeling like that's what I'm saying has a lot to do with identity. This is an identity thing. This part of me is who I am. This other part of me is who I am. What part of me is the part I'm supposed to go down? And then feeling like an outsider, feeling a little bit locked out of certain things. You might be feeling left out when it comes to certain people or situations or, events. Maybe there's something going on that you wanted to be a part of, but because you're trying to have a new life, you can't. Maybe there's a habit. Maybe there's a group of people or friends or a significant other that's off doing something, and you can't do that because you're trying to, change your life. For some of y'all, I just heard drugs. For some of y'all, it's certain habits like drugs or partying or something like that, where it could be fighting also. I'm hearing that. Fighting. Anything that you... And those are just extremes that I'm feeling and hearing. Anything it is... You're trying not to do that because you're trying to identify with a different part of yourself and manifest through that. And you're standing your ground. You're doing that, but it's definitely been challenging because you feel like an outsider. It's you want to connect with maybe individuals that are part of everything I'm saying, and you can't. It's kind of like a dream. Like, I can't really have that. What's the Lover's card in the environment here? Is that too many? Oh, that's right on too. I see a new vision here at the bottom of my deck. New vision and letting go under that. Not even flip the clarifiers over. So what do we got? Ooh, the Thunderbolt and change. Yeah. So love has a lot to do with this. Thunderbolt, that's like the Tower moment for me in this card, but like within. You know, like going through a whole, look at all these old parts of you. Might have felt like demons for some of y'all. It's just gone, be gone, going through that inner transformation. It's a death, like I described. And like any death, whether you want that part of you to go or not, you're going to mourn it, you know? And then change, that's that Wheel of Fortune. Things changing for the better. Having a new vision and letting go of anything that doesn't serve you anymore. Yeah, and under that is the Fool, a brand new beginning. Oh my God. See, this is a beautiful thing. It's just you're going through, it's like you're going through some kind of identity withdrawals. It might be an ego death for a lot of you guys. A lot of things, it's like you guys were okay. And then let's see what happened here with the Eight of Wands. What happened in the past to kind of start all this? Some of you guys want to move for sure. Past lives. You definitely communicated with somebody from your past. Definitely. Definitely. I don't know what that could, it could be different things for some of y'all. That was definitely communication with somebody from your past. I don't know if it was a lover and having to make that choice. Seems like you made the choice, but it's been a difficult road. I don't know if it was a friend, a family member who was into some fuck shit. You had to let them go. I don't know what happened here, but you're doing a beautiful thing. I see why you're struggling though. Let's see what's hiding from you. With your wishes, hopes, and dreams, and my Lion card right there. What's going on there? Why is that hiding? The Star and the Seven Swords from Sagittarius. Is this too many? Integration and mortality. Yeah, for some of you guys, this is definitely about love, because to me, yin and yang is kind of like a partnership. You know what I mean? And maybe just within yourself. But mortality has to do with kind of our human, because you know how we are humans, right? And we have our flesh, but there's also our spirit, you know? And I feel like you're trying to integrate your spirit more on the outside of who you are, that mortality, you know? And I think there are certain things when it comes to the human parts of you or the flawed parts of you that you're really stuck in your head about, because it's like, this is what I really wanted, but that's the lie. That's not your truest heart's desire. Not from what I'm seeing on the board. Your truest heart's desire is to be able to be balanced and to be able to manifest with your spirit and your any part of you, human, flawed, dark side, all of that. You want it to be aligned with your truest heart's desire, your spirit. Your strength, let's see about this King of Pentacles and that Ten of Pentacles here. So that's pretty strong. It's security. Harmony. Let me get one more, please. No? Yep. Whoa, okay. I said no, and then it was like, psych. Alright. We'll address these in a moment. I want to go back to this. This is definitely a family situation or feeling more secure with a group of people. That you ended up, in a lot of ways, have a lot of that backbone. But it might feel a lot like this. Because Sagittarius is, you might be more fiery, more explosive, a little bit more of something that might be too risky for this dynamic. So it kind of, you might feel like a lion trying to be a sheep. It might feel like that. And that's where the challenge is with this totality, which is my fighting and, you know, things being tense here. But your strength is essentially, for me, I think it's from what I'm seeing here, is understanding that these both sides of you are genuine both sides. You have to just align them. Harmony, this is pretty much the Ten of Cups, loving yourself and loving others and understanding them. This is your strength here. So it's not like I don't see you too resentful in your situation. That's for sure. Awareness, being aware and understanding your dynamic when it comes to friendships, this is your strength. So trust that intuition. That's fine. Because if you feel whatever you're feeling about any kind of relationship in your life right now, that kind of awareness is very correct. I'm gonna just say, I think your intuition is on point from what I'm seeing here. And I think that is what's telling you where to go. And that's why you're choosing to go down this direction. But I do see you kind of just looking back behind your shoulder a little bit. And I think this because there's some things in your subconscious and in the darkest parts of your mind that kind of have you hung up a little bit that you need to let go of. Hence why it's in the most probable outcome. But let's see the spiritual guidance, the Five of Pentacles and the Empress here. Whoa. Ripeness, being ready. You are ready. You're ready to create. You're ready to give birth to something. You're ready. You don't lack nothing. You're ready also to let go, but you're ready for a brand new beginning. What can I say? But with laziness on the bottom of the deck, I just feel like you got comfortable so long with certain habits that you don't want to make any particular changes right now. For some of you guys, I feel like you want to get pregnant, but you don't want to stop drinking. That's a little message I just got. Be ready. Know that you're ready. Know you can do it. Know that you can pick up this key and to walk into, what's her name? House of Oshun, as she says, the door of value. You can do it. The most probable outcome with the Hermit and the Eight of Swords. The Rebel, breaking through chains and flowering. Flowering reminds me of the transition, which is essentially death and rebirth, birthing into a new you. You know, the way a flower starts with a seed and then it slowly springs up in that stem, and then it's this like bud, and then it like opens up. I feel that happening. You know what this is giving me? Growing pains. See the Rebel, how he's breaking through chains, he's breaking through obstacles, he has his flame of fire here, he's passionate, he's ready to manifest. And the flowering is pretty much growing pains. That's all I keep hearing is growing pains, growing pains. You got this, okay? Actually, real quick, this has been long enough, but fuck it. Let's get my spiritual guidance cards out here, because I feel like these might be helpful. Since I kind of ended it on a weird note, I'm like, yeah, you're going to go into the darkness of yourself. I don't mean it to sound like that, but it's necessary. It's going to be a very beautiful thing. That transition, you know, between death and rebirth, there is a transition, and it can be a very painful one. See, and under that was my Ace of Cups, was new love and new ways of loving yourself through this integration. You got this. It's just been a struggle. I hear you. Let's get a spiritual card. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? See, it, like I said, balance. You don't have to be so suppressed. You know, obviously you feeling like you have to move a certain way. I just feel like you're going to a little bit of an extreme because you want to manifest something so bad. Not realizing the fiery parts of you, the parts that you might not like how those things about you might have landed you in the past. There's still parts of that. That is beautiful. There's still parts of that you can use, integrate, balance. You could be your fiery self and still be secure. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution, expressive. Oh my gosh. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution and expression. Sing, shout it, communicate. There's someone here, definitely for some of you guys, it's this King of Cups. Somebody who's kind of a reflection of that. You don't think somebody's going to understand, and they're actually going to understand. They're going to understand so much, and they're going to support you so much, and they're going to think you're so strong because of it. They're going to be like, this is my favorite part about you. And they're going to help you balance that with the new things and the new habits that you're trying to create. Just say so. Just communicate it. It's all right. But you trying to hold it in, you're just going to blow up. And the very thing you're afraid of doing, and that's why you're holding it in, is the reason why it's going to blow up and it's going to come out too extreme. Just say it, child. Anyway, that's the reading. I hope you enjoyed it. And like the video. If it resonated, comment, share your thoughts, or if you have a question, and hit my description box if you want a personal reading, okay? Till next time. Bye.